You ever go to the gym and then you just feel inspired? What I saw today in the gym inspired me, and I want to talk about it. This is what your trainer is not telling you, and it's a real big problem. You see, there's a dynamic when it comes to the trainer-client relationship. You want to get into the best shape of your life, and they need money. Now, because of that, some decisions that are made are sometimes financial, and they're not what you really want to hear. But I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear. You may not want it, but it's the truth. The truth is this. A lot of people kind of know the exercises, what to do, but the reason why you would need a trainer is to know the technique that's involved in doing it to make sure that you get those results. But technique is not everything. So if you're the type of person, you've never really worked out, you've never gotten a good physique when you worked out or the body that you want, a trainer can be very beneficial to let you know what you need to do to get that body. But the key that a trainer needs to do, a good trainer, is to show you what's in their head, educate you, have you become the master, and from then on, you should be able to go on this separate journey by yourself. Now think about it. When you see people that are really, really in shape at the gym, how many people are actually in shape? 1 out of 10? So that's like 10% of the population. Another thing is that those uber really good physiques, beyond the 10%, that 1 to 10%, most of them are working out by themselves. Right. To get to that next level, this is kind of a solo journey. Now, I'm not saying that partners and stuff don't work. It's just that when I see people in the gym that are really in shape, they typically don't have a partner. They typically have a routine in mind, and they're constantly perfecting that routine. So it's not about all these crazy ab exercises and stuff. When I see people doing crazy stuff in the gym, like flipping up, doing muscle ups and twisting up in the air and stuff like that, they're a little bit acrobatic, but I don't see them there all the time. I don't know if it's an ego thing or anything like that. But the thing is, what a lot of people don't realize when it comes to getting really in shape, salvation lies from within. If you're looking for a guru, a quick fix, it can only take you so far. Even me, myself, you actually have to do the research. You have to look at multiple different people. You need to figure out the science. You need to figure out what new things that we have learned. I think every year I figure out 3 things that I've done completely wrong and I need to change it. Because this journey is going to take a long time. Now, I don't want this to discourage you. Here's another common trait of people who are really in shape. They keep showing up. And there's more than just being consistent. I know you heard oh, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. I know you've heard that all the time. But the thing is, when you are consistent, what happens is you get to this point where I don't want to waste my time in here. So you start doing research to be more efficient, or you reach a plateau and you're not improving. And so you try to figure out something to help you improve. This is everyone's journey. Everyone who's really in shape goes through this. Also, people who are really in shape, they didn't just start and they just kept going forever. They're just like you. They took breaks. They took a couple of days off because somebody in their head, they were saying man, you work out all the time, you could take a day off. Then that turns into a week. Then that turns into a month. And then it turns into a year. And then they look at themselves in the mirror and they're disgusted. Has that ever been you? If that's been you, hit the like button. Let me know. Let everybody else know. Because a lot of people have this misconception. When they see people out there who are really in shape, that they just woke up that way. They always show up. They've never had a time where they took time off. So if you're that person that took some time off one time, let other people know, hit the like button, look at the likes, and you'll know that you're not alone. Okay? But the key is the people who are in shape, they get back in there. They make sure that they go back to the gym. And then they go back and they're sore like they never were before, or like the first time when they started. And what keeps me motivated is that I know that feeling. It sucks. And I just work out so I don't have that feeling that it sucks again. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling after I work out and I feel like I'm dragging the next 3 days because I am so sore that I can't lift up my arm. Speaking of arms, today was arm day. Look at there. Look at there. Tell me how I'm doing. Leave a comment. I still need to keep going. Leave a comment. Keep me motivated. All right? Now, I'm not sure if you know who David Goggins is. Just to give you an example of people took breaks and they got back in it. David Goggins, look him up. He is a guy who was 400 pounds, lost all the weight, gained it back, lost it again, became a Navy SEAL, broke the world's pull-up record, and as a hobby, he jumps out of helicopters and fights fires in California, digging ditches, okay? He does that as a hobby. He runs ultra marathons, 200 miles plus. It takes up to 3 days to complete the race. Just another side hobby. You can see him on Instagram where people are running with him like Forrest Gump. And the thing is, he was on a morning show and they asked him, "Hey, David, you're one of the fittest guys in the world. Do you ever struggle with motivation?" You know what his answer was? "Sometimes I put out my running shoes and I stare at those things for 30 minutes. Yeah, I struggle with motivation, but I learned how to defeat it." Huh. If that guy struggles with motivation, you're not alone. But the key is, what do you do about it? So a trainer can show you all the stuff, can make it so that you got all the information, but the deeper part lies with you. And that deeper part is, what do you do when you don't feel like going that day? What is the things that are preventing you from getting into the best shape of your life? Okay? What is that? What's stopping you? I'm gonna share another story with you. You know the comic book, Superman? Yeah, Superman. When it first came out, he only had one power. And that power was, he was super strong. So they put the comic out and it was a flop. So they said, okay, how about we give him more powers? So the next power that they gave him, they made him really fast, faster than a speeding bullet. So he was strong and he was fast. It still flopped. And they were like, let's give him some more powers. So he's really strong, he's super fast, now he can fly. He's faster than a speeding bullet, he does all of that. Still a flop. And they were like, okay, we're gonna throw everything at it. So not only can he fly, he's strong, he's faster than a speeding bullet, he's got lasers that can shoot out of his eyes, he can cool things with his breath, freeze them. They gave everything. And they were on the verge of DC Comics going bankrupt. It wasn't until they gave him a weakness, kryptonite, that it became a success. Because people saw themselves in there. They saw the humanity, okay? That weakness is what something that he overcame that people identified with. So I ask you, what's your kryptonite? What's stopping you from being Superman? For some people, it's alcohol. For some people, it's relationships. You ever get in a relationship and you stop working out? I've been there. Okay? For some people, it's smoking. Whatever that is, that's the thing that's stopping you from being Superman. Superwoman. So I leave you with that. A trainer can only get you so far, but you need to figure out what are the tricks that are in your mind that are preventing you from being Superman, the best shape of your life. Once you figure that out, now you've reached that next level. You're getting close to that 10% body. Well, if you enjoyed this motivational speech, I really appreciate it if you hit that like button. And I got another video coming that YouTube says you're gonna like a lot. So go ahead and click it. Thank you for watching.